Hey everybody, HeadspaceConnections back with another video. This time we're going to be continuing our alter roles and function series, but we're going to be talking about an alter that you do hear a lot about, but there's a lot of different opinions and viewpoints as to what these alters actually are. And these alters are fragment alters. Now, what we're going to share with you is what we've found on our research, scientifically speaking, on different articles and different other scientific journals and things like that involving these set alters. Now, these alters, they can have a very limited role and generally do. They can have a small number of emotions and may or may not hold a particular isolated memory or have a limited job. I don't know why my voice is going bad. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Went and got a drink to see if it helped. I don't know if it will, but we'll attempt. Now, that being said, with the limited role that these alters possess, they are considered more one-dimensional than normal alters, meaning they can have a range of emotions but have a limited life history, or vice versa. They can have a substantial life history but be unable to feel a wider range of emotions and be limited to just maybe one or a few. Like, say you have one that's just angry all the time, one that's always sad, one that's always scared, things like that. Now, these alters that are considered fragments, they generally can't really survive on their own, or they can't function as a fully developed individual without the help of other alters. Now, that being said, these alters can grow in their responsibilities. Usually the reason being that they are so one-dimensional as they are is that they haven't been exposed to enough like complex, different, or interactive experiences to help that growth. Now, to be able to develop a stronger sense of self and to become more developed and differentiated, usually you can do that through more use, and or if the need arises, they can develop and become more elaborate alters. However, there are different kinds of fragments too. There are ones that are even more one-dimensional than what's already said about a fragment, but these ones are called special purpose fragments. And these are even more limited and usually generally exist only to carry out a very limited role and not really acting beyond that. For an example, in our personal system, we had 2 different alters with 2 opposing eating disorders, and they could not grow past that. And eventually both those said alters ended up fusing and becoming the alter that they are now, and that can happen. Now, there's also memory fragments, and these hold limited knowledge of event, like say they have very limited experience and only remember one set aspect of a traumatic event, and or very limited emotions associated with that traumatic event. And because of that, you can have several of these different fragments together can hold a single event. Usually you'll find this more so in polyfragmented systems such as us, more so than other systems. But as I said, wanted to point out, these alters can grow. We have been seeing a lot in the community that because of these special purpose alters or these singular memory fragments and fragments that are so limited in what they do, we've seen systems put them to the side, so to speak. And we want to emphasize that if you do that, the only person that you're going to be limiting is yourself as a system, because you honestly really have no idea what that fragment could grow up to be. We know that for us, one of our alters that was considered more of a fragment than anything else, Gavin and Devin, ended up growing into being protectors. So don't put your alters to the side just because there is not enough substantial information to them. You don't know. They could be hiding it and have it with them all along. So please be careful with how you treat your altars, because how you treat them can have a very big impact on how system communication works and how your healthy multiplicity will come into effect on it. So please be careful with that. That basically covers our talk on fragments and fragment altars. We also have another video that talks a little bit about them, fragments, shells, and NPCs, because we know that's a new term coming out. So if you guys are interested in that, you can check out our other videos and you can watch that one. And that basically covers it for this video. And wherever part of the world you guys are from, day or night, we hope you guys have a good one. And we'll see you guys next time. All right, bye.